Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 3G's Fitness Podcast, 3 generations of fitness. I'm Coach Cisco.
Coach Michael.
Coach Kael.
And today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest. She is a well-known group instructor. And not just that, she was our group instructor for our Pilates class that we taught. Miss Carleen.
Hi.
How you doing today?
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the show. So me and Kael have some history with you. We know you from way back. So when we walked into that Pilates class, it was a beautiful surprise for both of us to see you as the instructor.
Surprise for me too.
Yeah,
I know, for real.
So we've known you from back, but let the audience know how back we know you. How'd you get started with fitness? I mean, what got you into the role that you're in today as well?
So I'm going on 11 years of teaching Group X.
Okay.
Ooh.
I first got started with Barre, which is like a ballet-inspired workout with 24. And about a year later, it was Pop Pilates. I got certified with them. So I've been teaching those 2 formats ever since and fell in love with Pilates ever since I took my first class at 24. And the thing with Pop Pilates, it takes the traditional Pilates movements and just cranks up the speed a little bit, and it's all done on a mat. And then last year I added my Reformer training,
Nice.
which is a different piece being on that machine.
Wait, so you guys have Reformers at Stream 4 now?
Yeah, some of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's brand new too.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're looking to put in all 24s, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So that's the cool thing. Like I said, me and Kael, we both came from 24. That's how we all met you.
Yeah.
I think you guys actually even trained, right? Wasn't
I
Kael
did.
your trainer at one point?
Yes,
Yep.
he was.
Yeah. What was that like training with Kael?
Operation Build Big Glutes.
Operation Build Big Glutes.
I had
Huh?
a mission.
Yeah.
I was going to Mexico and I wanted a good little booty. So I went to
Yeah.
Kael.
There you go. See?
Got some growth for sure.
There you
Got some
go.
growth.
Kael's your man, ladies, in more ways than one. So you said you started with Pop Pilates. I remember Pop Pilates being introduced at 24 Hour Fitness. It was, and I did take 15 minutes of it. I actually had to take that class, and it was a lot of like pulsating on the floor,
Yes.
or anything like that. How would you compare that to yoga though? Because when I got in there, I thought I was going to be taking yoga. Like, what would be the difference between a yoga and a Pilates class?
The main difference, it's more core centric, the Pilates, and we focus more on the breath and the core, where yoga holds positions a little bit more. More meditation, I would say, for yoga.
Breath and the core. What do you mean by that? When like the breath and the core, is it just like
Focusing on the core, strengthening the core for Pilates, and then making sure that you're connecting breath to movement, also doing mind to body, to making sure that when you inhale, like for Pilates, we inhale to prepare, and then you exhale to work.
okay?
And I believe yoga's breath is opposite.
Nice.
Really? So they inhale to work
I
and
believe
exhale
so.
to...
Well, I think yoga's more you inhale with a stretch, breathe out to relax the stretch.
Yeah, I don't remember if I've
I
taken a yoga
thought I was
class.
I don't know. I thought I was going to be taking a yoga class, and they're like, "Oh, it's Pop Pilates." I had no idea. I took it on Harbor and Adams, and we had like the big old class, and they made all the fitness managers try it out.
Yes.
As we were rolling it out, I forgot who was her name that like brought it in to 24, and she was teaching it. But we were rolling it out, and when they really wanted us to push it, it was around like 2015-ish, I believe, 2016. And I know they're like, hey, we got to push this class. This is going to be the new trend. Yeah. And then that's when I was around that time in 2015. That's when I first heard about Pilates and like personally took it. But then I remember like not too far after that, that's when I got introduced to a Reformer and the machine, right? And I never even knew that Reformers existed when it came to Pilates. So how long have they been around for? Are you like...
So Pilates has been around about 100 years.
Oh, okay.
And it first got started on the floor on a mat Pilates. And then when Joseph Pilates noticed people weren't able to make it down to the floor, then he created it on the bed, on the hospital bed. He got springs, and that's where the resistance came from, for the strengthening, for the lengthening, mobility. And he started it for World War I veterans. And then soon him and his wife made their way to New York, and then the dancers found it and started incorporating it into their workout.
Dancers.
Was that more of like the big boxy bulky ones?
Yes.
On the bed? The old school ones.
The old school ones.
Yeah, I see.
I see people hanging on those now, like doing pull-ups, or like they incorporate stuff with that one too. So yeah, because I never heard of that too. Like I said, all of that was new to me 10 years ago. You said it's been around for over 100 years or roughly. That's crazy.
People are saying it's just a trend. And I'm like, it's not a trend. It's here to stay. It's just Instagram made it trendy.
Well, that's the one thing too. It's nowadays you see it very, very popular with the female demographic.
Yes.
Very, very popular. One thing I ask, why do you think females are just gravitated towards Pilates?
Well, one member, I remember she said this about Reformer class, that since you are laying on your back, it feels less intimidating.
Really?
And I was like, that's true, because you're not really looking in the mirror, focusing on everybody. So since you're on your back, it takes that pressure off, and you're more in tune with your own body and what you're feeling, your breath, than trying to compare yourself with everybody else.
People around you.
Up with people.
You know what? Now that you said that, yeah, when we took the class, I think I did feel most comfortable when we were like on our backs laying up and like doing squats. Because I felt like
our
I was
legs
alone.
in a low spread eagle.
Well, yeah, you guys put my legs in a very vulnerable position.
Yeah, for real.
But it was just like, because I don't see anybody, I'm just seeing the ceiling. It didn't feel like I was being watched.
Yeah.
I never thought about it like that, but it was like, I remember, because my thing is, when we took Pilates, we have the video clips out there. That was a challenging thing for us, and we're gym rats, right, Mike?
I'm 99 years behind. I found out about Pilates maybe a year ago.
Oh yeah.
My sister-in-law, Berlin, love you, but told me she's gonna take a Pilates, and I was like, "What?" She goes, "Pilates." And I like, "What's that?" She goes, "It's called Reformer Pilates. It's very difficult."
What type of fish is that?
And I'm like, "Oh, really?" I said, I see a sign down the street that says Pilates Club. I said, "Is that what you're talking about?" She goes, "Yes, but it's called Reformer Pilates." And I said, "Is it difficult?" She goes, It's very difficult. You have to learn it." And I'm, yeah, okay. And then we took it, and man, it's hard.
You owe her an apology.
It's
different. So, I told her, I said, "I'm sorry." I love my sister-in-laws and stuff, but it was hard. I gained a whole new respect for something that I didn't know anything about, because I'm always in the gym.
It's a different muscles you weren't used to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's focused a lot on the core, a lot on your flexibility and balance.
Balance is huge.
Which,
A lot more stabilizer muscles, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
as you get older, balance is not one of your strong points, And I was like almost falling and slipping when I was taking it, And I think Kay caught me a couple of times,
Yep.
on there.
Yep.
You kind of like,
Exactly.
hold it.
Faller.
This is going to be my first fall.
Yeah, I'm like telling myself at that time, man, this is really hard, And I didn't know the difference between Reformer Pilates and Pilates. I didn't even know there was something for Pilates, what you guys are talking about. I didn't know anything about that.
You're going to have to try Matt Pilates.
Yeah, you know.
You just told me you want to try it? That's why he laughed.
He's going to try. He's going to try.
When Kay said, "Hey, we got to take Pilates," and I'm like, "Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't really know." And I had trouble signing up. And he had to do it for me. I said, "I can't get in the class, man. Something's going wrong," And he had to sign me up.
It was like a whole issue.
I'm thinking,
I wanted them to download like the free class pass thingamajig,
Yeah.
And it's crazy that, and I never put two and two together when I saw your name, Carleen. I was like,
We just happened to take your class because it matched everybody's schedule at the time.
It was meant to.
And location-wise, it was super convenient because it was down the street.
You're really close.
Yeah, literally.
I thought it was a crazy idea. I really did.
Here's the crazy idea: is that he wanted to speak about Pilates. He wanted to do an episode about Pilates because to him, Pilates is a trend. He's just barely finding out about it or anything like that. And then this one right here came up with the bright idea. He was just like, how about we take the class?
So we can speak about it a little better with actual experience.
Get a feel for it,
exactly.
go through it,
Yes.
see what it really is.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Well, I waited to hear what Cisco was going to do.
If
If Cisco would have said no, I would have said, no, man, I'm not going to take it either. But Cisco goes, yeah, that's a good idea. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to have to.
Well,
Here we go.
The thing is, like, how many males have you personally seen take Pilates, in your experience?
like returning.
Well, yeah,
Not much.
how many of the males have returned? But like, how often do you catch a guy taking a class?
So every week there's like one guy that comes in either from girlfriend, sister,
Right.
or wife that brings them in. And occasionally they return. But they definitely struggle. And it's always the same comment, like, I just wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
And I think it's humbling to them too when they come in because they're so used to picking up those heavy weights. So when they come in and they either have to pick up tiny little weights or there's no weights and they're struggling and they're sweating.
Yeah.
Their breathing is like, you could hear their breathing, and then they look over and the girls are like not sweating.
Yeah, no, oh, God.
It's hard for guys too.
Like, it wasn't
Yeah.
even the weight. The one thing I hated in the class was the ball. The
Stupid ball.
Yeah, the stupid ball. It's just like it's an inflatable ball that you can give to like an infant and whatnot. And here we are squeezing it between our legs, and like my legs are shaking. I'm like, what is
Goodness.
going on? That was the one thing that I hated the most. And I was just like, and it is a very humbling experience. But I think it's also an experience that like every gym, like every meathead should try, because I think they just go hand in hand. We're literally hitting muscles that we don't hit when we're lifting weights.
Yeah.
And it helps with your
Right.
athletic performance.
Right.
Oh, for sure. I
Right.
can
It's
see
very
that.
functional. Very
Yes.
functional.
Your coordination improves, your balance improves, mind-body connection.
Right.
And then when you said you just got involved with Reformers very recently, what kind of motivated you to go through that route? Like, I know you were teaching, floor and bar, but what was that kind of itch that was like, all right, you know what? Let me get into the Reformer world.
It's something that was always in the back of my mind that I wanted to do, just because I already had the bar, I already had the mat Pilates, and Reformer was like, okay, this is going to be in the next certification. And then when it became the trend, I was like, this is the time to do it now. Because a lot of people hadn't heard about Pilates still, or they were seeing it trending and they wanted to be a part of it. So I thought, this is the sign. I'm doing it now.
What do you have to do to get certified for that? Is there like a test? Do you have to actually audition and do like workouts on the Reformer?
You have to take a few hours. For me, it depends on where you get your certification, but you have to take on Reformer, you have to do so many hours yourself. You have to go in for anatomy and training manuals, and then you have to do so many hours with somebody before you're on your own. There's a mock trial we have to go through to see how you teach, how it flows, do you get it, and then they put you on there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot simpler.
Legit. Yeah, no, that was legit.
I thought it was a written test.
But that makes sense though, because you're dealing with people. Like you have to make sure that you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
You can get injured if you do it wrong.
and
with a
we're
machine
dealing
like
with
that.
so many. There's pregnancies that you have to have knowledge about. Older people with some injuries, limitations.
Right.
So you definitely have to be prepared for those bodies walking in and
Yeah.
how you're going to cater to them, and then still be able to teach the 7 others.
So when you have, because you have advanced people in there, because we've seen them. Okay.
They were kicking our butts in that class.
When you have a person that's not exercise fit, possibly overweight and stuff, how do you put them into Reform Pilates, going to, when you're with people with experience? I mean, do you have to sit there with them like you did, with me?
I definitely stay closer to them.
Okay.
And also in my mind, I'm going over my class plan and thinking, are they going to be able to do it? And if not, what modification can I give them? So they don't feel left out and they're still a part of the class.
That's what I mean, because when you see all these people just going through the movement, you get discouraged.
It is intimidating the first time.
Yeah, I was,
And plus, you're on this machine that moves.
I'm thinking, is there an A class, a B class, or a C class?
All our, well, again, depending on the location, because some will have it announced on the schedule, advanced class, some have different levels, but we do just one for everybody. And then usually the advanced people, they know what to do already to make it harder for themselves, depending
If
on
anything,
spring
they just
load
adjust like the springs, right? And how
Yeah.
much resistance they want. Yeah.
And how much different did it feel for you teaching? I would assume a floor Pilates would have maybe more than 10 people, back at 24 Hour Fitness. Now going to a Reformer with less people, but more equipment, what challenges did you have on like maybe adapting in that environment?
I loved it more because the mat Pilates, since there is more bodies, the thing that I struggle with is being able to get to people and adjust them properly, especially if I notice their form.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And since it moves so quick, I'm not able to do hands-on or tell them, hey, you need to adjust this.
Right.
With only having 8, I'm able to see everybody, control it better, focus on those individuals and give them the needs that they want met better than I can with that
So
many
when you have a
bodies.
class that has like 20 reforms, you have 2 instructors?
No, so usually it's around 8 reformers, 8 to 10. And it's just one teacher. Whereas mat Pilates at 24, I can have anywhere
Whole
from
room
50
is
to
filled,
60
Yeah.
in a class.
'Cause I asked my sister-in-law, how many you have in a class, and she said, it's a big class, a huge class.
So yeah, depending on locations. But the only problem there is getting that hands-on,
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
just for
That makes
alignment.
sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
how you run around,
Yes.
Yeah,
Because when you have that many, it's hard to get to everybody.
Yeah, usually
Yeah,
I hear about
exactly.
8 to 10 because I got clients that also take Pilates. My wife, she took it too. So when we were getting ready for our wedding, she would weightlift with me. She would circuit train somewhere else, and she would do Pilates and incorporate like all these 3 workouts. And she would always tell me it's about maybe 8 to 10. And so I figured, I don't think there would be 20. Like,
That's a lot.
yeah, that's what she said she's in a really big class.
That's a lot.
yeah.
And I
On a
was like,
reformer?
that mean, huh?
On a reformer? Like on a machine?
On the reformer.
Oh.
And then,
I tell you the gym, but I don't want to say it on.
you don't want to put them on blast. But see, like
Free
how,
advertising.
how we all kind of have like different, like already we're all talking about different ones. I mean, what kind of advice would you give to someone that is looking to get started at a Pilates club? What as a person that wants to start exercising that, what advice would you tell them to look for?
You're going to definitely have to date around until you find your place because there's so many. With this moment we have in Pilates, there's so many instructors and boutiques out there. So there's classical Pilates, and then you have your more contemporary Pilates. And unfortunately, Instagram has kind of watered it down. So sometimes you have instructors that are trying to do things that are too fancy just for the video, just for the reel. So depending on the client, what they want, if they want that, like, oh, I want to be Instagram ready.
Yeah.
Or I want more classical trained Pilates, or I want something that moves faster. You're going to really have to date and see what you want. Instructor wise too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just like finding a trainer. It's like you got to see if like you're compatible with them type of thing.
Exactly.
If you like their training style and whatnot.
Because there is a lot. I mean, even just to get to your location, we coming from our gym to your location, it's probably like 2 miles away. I think I passed by like 4 different Pilates classes on our way to yours. So it's ultra competitive. Like, what do you do to stand out to like kind of make sure people are like, hey, come check me out? How do you stand out?
I try to focus on the individual, and form is a really big thing for me. So I want to make sure when they're in there that they're doing it properly and that they focus on what Pilates was originally intended was mobility, flexibility, core strengthening. So I don't try to go too far from what
The foundation
the
is.
foundation is.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
Keeping it simple, I think, is best.
I mean, I never knew, and I'm only around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Pilates.
Literally.
Studio there, but there's another one down the street too, called Club Pilates, I think it is, whatever. But yours is like around the corner, and I've been there because you guys would probably laugh, but I go to the nail place that's 2 down, get my nails done, and I never knew that Pilates studio was right there.
See, now you could go do Pilates and then go.
You can get your nails done
Get your
nails done after.
I mean, hey,
hot girl summer is here.
Hey, I'm just telling you,
right, Mike?
I go there. I go there at least once a month over there, and I never knew the studio was 2 doors down next to Subway.
Yes.
I knew there was a Subway there, but I didn't know there was a Pilates studio there. Mm-hmm. I had no idea.
I didn't. Well, like I said, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
There is a lot.
Ultra
for sure.
competitive.
100%.
Like I said, I took one over 10 years ago. That's why when you came up with the idea to take it, I said, "All right, cool. Let me see if anything's changed." And I honestly don't remember being in that much pain. I was like,
"Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you if you remember like how that class was for you."
That class, I took it in the lab in Costa Mesa, and I don't even know if that studio is still there. And I believe there was only like 6. It was a small studio. And there were 6, and the same thing. It was I felt it, but maybe my balance was just better 10 years ago than what it is today. Because I felt like yours was harder. Honestly, I was sweating way more in yours and things like that. And I was like, the side lunge and squatting down. I don't remember doing that at the other one, but I just literally felt challenged in yours.
Oh, good.
In a good way. Like I was like,
in a good way for sure.
Yeah,
because I've taken others too.
Yeah, and and I know I'm not gonna ask Mike how challenging it was for him. We all know that it was.
There were some things I didn't want to do.
Yeah.
The ball.
Yeah. the ball for sure.
I was actually like, what ball are you talking about? Kael, with the ball down there, man. Like,
exactly.
I like that you're victimized by the ball.
I had no idea
the ball was
how difficult it was to do that. I was. See, those two took it at some time. Okay, I didn't.
That was the
at
first
all.
time. Yeah.
I didn't even know, Pilates. I didn't. And then they said Reform Pilates. I'm going, what's Reform Pilates? They go with a machine, and I'm thinking, oh man, this isn't going to be good. So I had to ask my sister-in-law, hey, what's, and she told me it's a machine that slides and you got to balance yourself. You got to do this. And I'm thinking, this is not going to be good for me. I just know it's not. And it really wasn't. It really wasn't, because it was very hard for me to keep my balance.
Yeah.
And very hard for me to bend my knees to a point.
That was just your first time.
Yeah.
Luckily, also we had a really good instructor to kind of walk you through everything in a smooth and slow pace.
I didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
You didn't fall.
No, you didn't.
You
almost did, but you didn't.
I did.
I think he kind of did, but he just didn't fall on his back or on his butt.
I didn't even.
I caught him. I was like,
I might have fell when if he didn't catch me on one. He pulled it.
I was like, wait.
Well, Mike is always saying he represents for the seniors, and so him being in his 70s and just that demographic is
not yet.
Hey! Don't interrupt my question. Okay?
Not yet.
Yeah, rude.
But that gets interrupted when you put me in a place where I'm not supposed to be.
He's not in that box.
He's not in that box yet. All right, God, but
struck a nerve there.
He's approaching 70s, and I have 2 clients that are in their 70s that take Pilates. But I mean, when you see somebody in their 70s, just anyone over the age of 60 approaching your class, right? What are some of the things that you're looking to help them out, or like how are you going to guide them specifically?
Balance and ankle stability. So with the footwork that we do in the Reformer, it's a lot of strengthening the ankles to prevent those falls, strengthening the legs, improving their balance, helping also with coordination. And it's good for the brain. Just to be working the body, like right arm up, left leg this. It just gets the brain working in a different way for them. And it's good because you are supported by the machine. You do have the springs there to help you as well. Because a lot, the older demographic, it's harder for them to get onto the floor and to be rolling up without assistance.
That's true.
So the resistance of the springs will help them.
Was that Pop Pilates, the one that I took my mom and dad to?
Yes.
Theory class? That was Pop Pilates? Okay, yeah, I took both my parents to take her class. And they were struggling.
Yeah.
They were struggling. I mean, my mom was okay, but my dad for sure, because he has like hip limitations. So he was like, certain lunges, he would be like not deep enough. But I get you.
And just to get off the floor.
And just to get off the floor, exactly. Yeah.
Think about it like that, because like I said, I do recommend it for clients. I always throw it out there. It's like especially after we take your class, like just go take it. You're gonna get a different workout than what I'm providing for you. You know, I'm providing you functional and strength training, but there's just something about Pilates that hits certain stabilizers that we're not used to.
Yeah.
So, what was the oldest the oldest client you'd ever see walk through your doors?
90.
Damn.
And they were an amazing shape.
Really?
Amazing shape. The way they carried their posture, the way they were walking, the confidence they had, the mobility they had, but
90 years.
Didn't look, was a 90-year-old, but definitely moved like a 70-year-old body.
I have something to look forward to, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And were they regulars? Were they just someone that
Yes.
Really?
3 times a week, consistent
okay.
with their practice, have been doing it for years. And then also they lift weights.
Nice.
So that is
combo.
the perfect
Combo.
marriage, is the Pilates and that weight training.
Yes.
It's not a one or the other.
Right.
I have to pick one. It's both of them have to be together.
Right. Because they both have their own strengths for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. And they're such different training styles. Like, we go more for reps. I feel like you guys do more like 30-minute holds,
Yes.
30-minute pulses.
Yeah, it's that endurance
insane.
training.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to sit there, you're going to hold it, and then you're going to pulse.
In
and you're gonna
every
hold it
single
again.
direction you can think of, up, down, left, right, diagonal, just like, until it burns and
But
shakes.
it's true. It's a good compliment, because like I said, my wife was doing it, getting ready for the wedding prep. And then I have like a client. She's 73. Anyway, she's celebrating her 44-year anniversary this week. So she's in her 70s. She does Pilates twice a week. And she does strength training twice a week with me. And that's, and she laughed because she went on a lake with her husband. They were out in the lake, and she was like, you know what? I think I'm stronger than my husband. I'm like, really? She's all like, yeah, he couldn't even start the boat. I'm here starting the boat for him. I'm here cooking the fish and things like that. And she really credits the combination of the both, because she used to have a lot of back pain, and we would do a lot of stretches. But now, coincidentally, she started incorporating Pilates in the last year, and back pain is almost to zero.
Yeah.
And so I do believe they do go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm. The quality of life, just for how you are throughout daily life, like it's helping you get out of the car easier at that age. It's helping you get off the sofa easier. If you garden, like you said, you're using your back, you're using the legs more. So quality of life as you age, it helps.
Yeah.
That's pretty true. Because like I said, my sister-in-law been taking it for a year, and she had some medical issues that she had to deal with, and some personal issues. And if you look at her now, she's more vibrant. She's stronger. She's energetic.
Yeah.
She's swimming. She's doing a lot of these active things. So obviously Pilates has done a lot. Reform Pilates has done a lot for her. And I have to take my hat off to her for making that achievement.
Yes.
Because, a lot of times, as you get older, you kind of quit. And you kind of accept life as it is and say, hey, I've been through everything in life, and, I'm just going to kick back and not do anything, just, watch TV or do this,
Right.
But when you can get yourself off the couch from 60 to 90 to 100, then that's a big achievement.
It is.
And I think that's one of the problems seniors have, is they give up on life as they get older,
Which is so sad.
and they don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But Pilates has done a lot for her, so I have to say, good job.
Yes, definitely. I love that.
So I know Mike is always representing for the seniors or anything like that. I want to go towards another special demographic. My wife just had a baby, and I know Kael is currently working with somebody that's pregnant. Pregnancy, how would you go and give advice for someone who's pregnant and maybe considering taking Pilates?
It's wonderful for them because there's lots of modifications, and we go through all the trimesters with them. And it helps them prepare, getting that breath ready to push, getting the pelvic floor ready, and also strengthening the core in a gentle way that won't hurt the baby.
Really?
Low impact.
So you said you feel comfortable going through all 3 trimesters Yeah, see, because I've trained my wife when she was pregnant. I had 2 other clients very recently. We got started more than the second trimester, and then in the third trimester, we started easing off.
Yeah.
And so, what kind of like exercises would you have them do to help them out with the pelvic workouts or pelvic muscles?
Hundreds are good.
What are hundreds?
You're on your back and then kind of like a crunch. But on your back, and then you could either have the feet down, feet up, and then there's a prop that we use for those that are pregnant. We prop their head up. We have a special pillow we could put under their back to give them a little bit more support. We stay away from twisting.
Okay.
But definitely there's things that they could do. Bridging is really good for them.
Glutes.
Yeah. Is that what you're working with right now?
What do you mean?
With your client that's pregnant?
Yeah, actually, you know what's funny? You said you guys tapered off in the third trimester.
Yeah, the third
We're
trimester.
barely entering her third trimester.
Nice.
But she's like very into like researching about like pregnancy and fitness and everything. And there's a lot of studies that show that like you can actually keep pushing really hard towards the second and third trimester. It's normally just the first trimester where they feel like shit and they have like sicknesses and throwing up all the time. But after that, it's like smooth sailing. So right now we've been lifting pretty heavy.
I saw she deadlifted.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and she loves it. And you know, it's like at first I was very cautious too. I was like, let's just kind of like pull back on the volume and go lighter in like third trimester. But she was like, nah, like studies show that it's actually more beneficial for them to like keep working hard at like those last trimesters. So I'm like, okay, cool. So as long as she tells me that she feels good about like all the movements, then we just keep pushing it.
Yeah, it's whatever the doctor says.
Yeah.
Like it's always...
Well, that's why I always like taper
and I'm
off
sure it's
on the
very
third
individual
trimester.
too. You know, it depends on the person how they feel.
My
about
wife was
certain
the
things.
complete opposite. My wife was working out till 2 days she gave birth. So
Yeah.
we literally got together on a Sunday. We recorded at the gym, and I was gonna make another post, about her pregnancy. She's there with a belly. 2 days later, little daughter's already born. We're all like, what? So now she came 2 weeks early. But yeah, it's very important. And she would take Pilates from time to time during the pregnancy as well too. But it was funny. She would always say that sometimes the Pilates class would be harder than our strength training classes. And I was like,
It's different. Yeah, it's different.
different
type of stimulus.
it is.
Yeah. I have a question. When Mike says Pilates, is Pilates singular, plural? Like what? I just wanted to
say it.
Am I saying it wrong?
What is
I was
it?
trying to figure out if it was an accent
I don't know. Is it?
How do you say it?
Yeah. He says Pilates
Say it.
without an
Say it
S.
to me, Carl.
No.
you go first.
You go first.
You say it first.
No, yeah.
Mike, what kind of instructor is Carly?
You said it.
No, Mike, come on.
I don't know. Pilates?
Pilates.
Okay.
So is that like a singular form? Is he right there? What's the?
Am I wrong or
is
right?
Pilates a
Pilates.
plural
Pardon?
form?
Pilates.
Okay, Pilates is Pilates.
Did I-
That's not
did I say
okay.
it right?
It's like
You're missing the S at the
Pilates,
end.
sir.
You're missing the S at the end, and you're really emphasizing on it.
Pilates.
But that's what I thought. I thought you were
Pilates.
just thinking like, oh, a singular. So
Pilates?
Pilates.
With an S.
Pilates.
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 There you go. Okay.
Oh, Pilates?
Okay. I thought you were onto something. I was like,
I
wait, like
always-
is
I like the way he says
you know?
it.
I was like you, Carly. I was all like, I kind of like how
young
you said that. I was like,
guy.
oh,
The
she
young
takes
guy is
Pilates.
always
I was like,
you know,
I was genuinely curious. I'm like, is
Hey,
Pilates singular and Pilates is plural?
Sitting there trying to say, when I
well, that's the
should get
question you had.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to say. Was that the question?
that was my question.
He
It
was
was
sitting there.
unrelated to.
He was sitting there saying, I wonder when I should correct him.
And I was wondering if you had an accent or something. I'm like, does he have an accent?
Pilates.
Well, he wasn't born in the country.
He couldn't wait until after the
No, it was important.
podcast. He
It was
waited,
important.
he had to just find the right time to say, yeah, is Mike saying this right?
But again, I was like actually leaning more towards like if I was wrong, because I was like, are you onto something?
Well, the way how
Is
she
it-
kept replying
you know?
to you, I was like, you
Yeah.
didn't correct him.
So I had to like make
I
sure.
didn't want to
That's
correct.
your fault.
So I had to make
was
sure.
like,
I
you
just
didn't-
let him go.
You didn't correct him.
right away.
I'm all
He
like-
should have known right away he was correct.
And you also said reform,
know.
and it's reformer. So I'll correct that.
There you go. There you go.
Correct
Reformer.
him.
All right, Harley, this is not fair. All right. These two, how many times have you taken it?
That would probably be my third one, and then
Okay,
I took
how
another
many
one
times
after,
have you
so
taken
That
four.
was my second time.
Twice, right?
Yeah. So you. Oh wow. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not that.
You're not that far
These
behind.
guys are like, they're like veterans compared to me.
Veterans is crazy. We were struggling just as much.
I'm like deep rookie. You know, I didn't hear about Pilates but a year ago.
Still says it.
You know, I would always see the
Pilates.
word, and then when I'm driving by, I would try to pronounce it. Yeah,
Pilates.
what is that?
Pilates.
I didn't know.
Pilate.
Until, like I said, my sister-in-law told me about a year ago, and then I found out what it was. And after that, I never really said anything about it or looked at it until he said, let's take a class. And I'm like, oh, no.
See, now you're going to become a veteran at it.
Exactly.
I go, this is not going to be good, you know. No matter
At your next pedicure manicure appointment, make sure you book the class.
well, I'm going to do, I'll but that knock, hi. Card, you know.
Going.
She'll get excited. There's one open, and you're like, nah, I'm fine.
No, it'll be quick, but by the time she turns around, I'll be like walking to the car. I'm not going to get invited in. You know. After I got my nails done, come on, man.
Okay, so maybe take the class first
That's
and
why I
then
said take
get
the
your
class
nails
first,
done
then
after.
Get your nails done.
No, that's all
End
right.
on a good
I'm
note.
Good, you know?
Get your nails
I mean,
done,
I
get
have
your
nothing
hair
against
done,
the class. I
everything
think it's
did.
great, especially what I seen what it could do. I think it's great, but
I was waiting for that, but
But
for a person like me, because I do a lot of, you know, powerlifting, heavy work, a lot of heavy, you know, and it would probably do me some good in my golf game.
yes, it will improve
It would
your
probably
swing.
you know, but
Because we'll get into those shoulders, the
but
mobility.
it definitely is hard. You know, it would take a long time for me to get good at it.
But you want that challenge.
yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, think about it,
Probably
Carleen.
when
No,
you get my age, you're very picky on what you want to do. Okay, not like him. Yeah, you could say, "Hey, man, you want to try this? Yeah, let's go. Let's go." Hot yoga. Have you taken hot yoga?
No. I actually don't like hot areas.
But you've
like
taken yoga,
saunas.
though.
I've taken yoga.
So he's
but not in a
kinda
hot
like-
room.
Yeah, you know, he
I'm still
kinda-
down to try it though. You're right though.
You know, but I heard it's really hot in there.
It's really hot. I didn't like it. Just because
like getting hot yoga.
yeah,
Oh, man.
I felt like I was suffocating.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I'm in the saunas. I'm like, I'd
Yeah, I
rather
don't
do
do good in
steam
saunas
rooms.
too long.
I'd rather do steam rooms or even jacuzzis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I do a lot of sauna.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
So you might like hot
we'll
yoga.
do fine on.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. You know, yoga is pretty. Some of those movements are tough.
They get you into like certain
Oof.
binds
So
and
different from
positions.
Oof.
doing reform. It's pretty tough. Because I swear I felt like I was gonna fall almost everything that I was doing because that slides really quick.
It does.
But I think that also like brings more attention to the things that you really need to work on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is like
Well-
balance and stability work.
Yeah, it does. The balancing part, I say I liked, but I couldn't really do it because it's hard to do balancing. I mean, I do balancing at the gym when I stand on one leg, and and that's hard. So doing it on a
Yeah.
Pilates
So
is
you're not doing enough work.
You need it more.
Yeah, exactly.
But I really gained a lot of respect for the exercise, a lot, and now I talk about when she comes over, I talk about how it's really difficult. How long you been doing it? She tells, about a year. I'm like, wow.
That's what I was gonna ask. I mean, those movements were challenging for us, and that was just our one class. Roughly, about how long have you seen a newcomer come in and catch on? Would it take 3 weeks?
I was gonna ask that too. Yeah.
It really depends on the individual, but I would say anywhere from 5 classes to 10 classes where you get really comfortable on the machine.
Really?
And then you start to build that strength where you could start changing the springs, making it harder. But once you really grasp the movements, the breath and everything, get comfortable, I would say a few classes.
Is that on a once a week or is that like a twice a week?
I would say three times.
Oh God.
2 to 3 times.
Oh, she said
It's
5 to 10 classes. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe.
It's kind of like lifting weights. If you only do it once a week,
Right. Versus like
It's like you're going to be
in the
constantly
week.
starting over.
Yeah, that makes sense.
3 times a week.
makes
Now,
sense.
that's hard.
I think you would do so great if you just did it twice a week, Mike.
Yeah, just start with that. And then
Yeah.
your body will
Come on,
crave
man.
it and
Don't-
you'll
don't-
do
don't
more
sit
later.
there and blow smoke to me.
You know what?
That probably comes from a place of care.
Yeah,
Like yeah.
man. Because I see when you walk, I get and sometimes
I literally was just about to say you trip on a lot of things.
yeah, you can
definitely need the.
you can deadlift 420 pounds like nothing, but then
Yeah.
when you just have him walk, you're like, oh damn.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm more scared watching him walk than
Yeah.
watching him lift. I'm also like,
It's apples and oranges.
it's still a fruit. But it's still a fruit.
Exercise in general is everything, right? It's yoga, it's CrossFit, it's everything. Exercise, right? Same thing. Only thing is, CrossFit and lifting weights a little bit different.
And let me ask you this too. Then going back
Just
to
depends on the movement.
yeah, it depends on the movement. But you mentioned springs also. Are every reformers built the same?
There's different machines, but the spring load's always going to be the same.
The same? Okay.
So the red, there's a green that's the hardest, and then the red, second hardest, then blue, then yellow being the lightest. That should always be universal. on each
Really?
machine.
Okay, good. Because I've always heard that too. I'll have clients be like, oh yeah, I'm just on yellow. Oh, this week I tried green. And I was like, I don't know what that means.
So, like, let's say for a lunge, when we put you on top of the reformer and we make you do a lunge on a blue spring, there's more resistance. So you're going to be using different muscles to be pushing away because it's a little bit harder. Okay. Then the next week, if you come in and I say, okay, this week we're going to do the exact same movement, we're going to do it on a yellow, it's going to make the carriage way lighter, but you're going to have to be incorporating that core way more because now it's more concentrated on balance work than it is
holding yourself up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's less stable.
Yep.
And that's universal. So that, oh, wow.
There's blue, there's yellow, and there's red
And green.
and green. What's like the different, like, what's the easiest to hardest?
Yellow's the easiest, and then green will be the hardest.
Okay.
And
then blue is,
second hardest.
Yeah.
okay, I see. And then there's also a different type of reformer, a Legree reformer.
Yes.
Right? And that's even like probably way harder.
So the machine's wider. I've never done a Legree class, but this is what I've heard. It's
taken
wider,
one.
and then the class moves way faster, more cardio based than your traditional classical Pilates. But I believe they
makes sense.
incorporate Pilates
That makes
movements,
sense.
but they're just moving way
It
faster,
is.
jumping on, jumping off.
Yeah. Yeah. So I took one over there in Costa Mesa, and
Was it
it is a
cardio?
different type of reformer. There was, like you said, it is wider. And I felt like the springs are way like more resistant.
How many springs did they have on theirs?
It was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah.
Really?
I want to say like maybe like 6 or maybe 6, 7 ish. I don't know. I only use like one or two.
Okay.
Because I think you guys have 2 of each color, right?
We have, let's see, at one of our places, we have 5. 3 reds, a blue, and 1 yellow.
Okay.
Yeah. Might be the same. I don't know. But it definitely feels like a faster pace because they tell you to just keep pulsing and everything. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
My ass was sore for a few days. Yeah.
You want to try that?
Well, no, you put rubber bands on there all the time.
So obviously, what you said is Legree.
Legree.
So Legree. That sounds like maybe something that Michael should probably not take right away.
I wouldn't recommend
Yeah.
What, the one you were just talking
the
about?
Legree.
They say it's like an
I would stick
advanced
just to
version of Pilates.
the Pilates.
No, I wouldn't. Come on, man. I wouldn't take something like that.
But we'll take bar. We'll take bar next.
But we did
Yes.
notice. Yes,
Yeah,
we did
yeah.
notice you did have a bar set up in your guys' studio too. What's a bar class?
So it's a ballet-inspired class, which focuses on core, thighs, and glutes. Also,
I thought it was something to hold you up, lean on.
well, you do hold
yeah.
it's a vertical
Yes.
bar.
But then you like lift your leg up.
Yeah, you're lifting your
I
leg.
saw it, but I'm like, what's
And this is where we get you with those tiny little weights. So we'll make you hold like 2-pound weights, 3-pound weights, and you'll cry.
We'll schedule that. We'll schedule that for sure.
Yeah, remember when we walked in? There's like a bar. Yeah.
Lots of pulses.
So what do you? So what? Like, we in like are we in our bare feet and doing a lot of like?
You're in your little sticky socks and then lots of releves with your heel
pliés and
lifted,
stuff.
pliés.
Okay.
No squats. It's a plie.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, I'm down. You gotta
Yeah.
let us know when you teach
No,
it. If we get, no,
Wow, what?
Hey, we
Come on.
gotta do
Oh,
another
you have
review.
to try.
Come on,
Come
gym
on,
rats.
man.
That
We
way
should
you know what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we can probably speak about it more.
See,
Yes.
now you got those two saying, "Yeah, let's do this." So I'm gonna, have to,
You have
Yeah.
because I can't just say, "No, you guys go," because then I'll hear it.
Yeah. you
Yeah.
can't-
Plus, it's
you
with
can't chicken
Carly.
out.
I'll hear it.
It's with her, and you already know how she teaches. She's very
How many
patient.
people
She'll
usually
work
take
with
that
you.
class? Is
So
it still like 8 people per class for that one?
For that one. Yeah.
Yeah, see, so there's not even that many
too bad.
people.
And we have a combo where you do reformer and
damn.
the bar.
Come
Maybe
on.
that'll be after. Let's do Pilates. Bar by itself first.
That's a problem having younger guys on the podcast.
But I feel
they'll
like
do stuff just to see if I'll do it.
well, no, but it's just I've never done bar, so that's why
Yeah.
you say bar. I was like, what's bar
Plus,
class?
I feel like as fitness professionals, we should be able to talk about a lot of different
Yes.
forms of exercises.
And
through
you won't know until
experience.
you take it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? Because now look at how you know about Pilates now because you took it.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't know. These guys say when you said it was 100 years in existence, I'm thinking, man, that's 99 years that I didn't know anything about it. And then he's like, 10 years ago I took it.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm
it's been
thinking 10
around.
years ago he took it, and I go, wow,
Why do you think 10, 15 years ago it wasn't as popular as it is today?
I really think social media has a thing to do with it.
Yep. I was going to say that. Social media.
I think Instagram with the reels and it's just brought it back. But it's been here. It's been here for 100 years. It was here 10 years ago. People were doing reformer, were doing mat Pilates. But now that it's trending, people think it's brand new. But,
Yeah.
but that definitely helped.
Yeah.
All the influencers, all the people recording.
No, because like I said, to me, I'm a big believer that fitness. I always look at fitness as a whole bucket, and I've said this plenty of times throughout our episodes. We don't really have many women participating in fitness, especially from Mike's generation to my generation. I think Kael's a little bit more generation. There's a lot more women involved,
Yeah.
and like that, because I think there's just more options out there that make women feel comfortable. And like I said, the Pilates one, going back to what we illustrated earlier, is like what made it feel comfortable. Because for us, we took your Pilates class. There was the 3 of us there, and then there was like 4 girls behind us.
Yeah.
It definitely was intimidating, like us struggling and then looking back, just doing this like in their sleep and whatnot. And here we are, like
Well, Cisco said, they were kind of like giggling.
they were. I heard some giggles.
I didn't see anybody giggling because I couldn't
He
turn
was too
my
focused
head.
on too focused on his own struggles.
If I turned my head, I would have probably fell.
Yeah.
So, he's like,
There was
man,
a
they're
few
kind of laughing at me. I'm
giggles
like,
and smile.
Yeah.
But
But you do have a point.
I was just gonna say, I think it's just a pretty good reverse, like environment, right? Where we're used to the weight room and a lot of
dudes versus like
dudes were
girls.
there,
Yeah.
and women would be intimidated
Yeah,
going in
that
there.
would
I
be
think we
nervous.
kind of
Yeah.
got a little bit taste of our own medicine taking her Pilates class.
Yeah.
yeah, I was embarrassed and intimidated.
So now you know how we feel.
Well, yeah. Well, see, there were very few women in the gym when I was in my 20s, and my teens. Very little, And now, seeing how it is now, I see a lot more women doing a lot more exercises, not just in the gym, but
just in general.
Zumba,
Yes.
Pilates and Pilates.
Pilates, there you go. Yeah.
Pilates.
Yes.
And Zumba,
Yeah.
yoga, cardio, different cardio workouts and stuff. They're just now, women
Fitness
are
is
now
more prevalent
taking
now, and I think that's
exercise
because
more.
of what she said. Is social media has done a
Well,
big.
I always tell you guys, social media to me sucks.
It has its pros and cons,
It does.
Because
But like in terms of like bringing awareness to the whole fitness industry, like
That's good.
like we have way more gym rats now compared to back then. I feel like
yeah, I mean,
even just like 15 years ago when I first started lifting, or 10 years ago, I was probably the only one out of all my high school friends I was lifting. And then now you see all the high school kids lifting in the gym.
Yeah,
You know?
you see them younger.
Yeah.
Working
So
out,
it's
working
just-
out
It's different
hard.
now.
Back, we didn't have cameras and stuff like that. Back then it was just working out.
Right.
Period. That's it. We didn't hear about something happened yesterday or anything like that. And people taking pictures and. It was just coming in and working out, get your workout done, and you're gone.
They were pumping and humping back in his
Yeah,
day.
pumping and humping, working out. Nowadays, it's different. Now you have cameras rolling around, and stuff. And you're worried about, wow, is this guy, is he taking a picture? He's up or looking,
Yes.
is he taking a picture of me or what, and stuff. So,
That's the only downfall too.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
downfall. And that's something, personally, I don't like.
Yeah, like Kael said, it definitely has its pros and cons.
Yeah, so.
But I think bringing the awareness and sharing it more, exposing it more,
Exposing it. Yeah.
it definitely helps.
Yeah, it does. That's the part that's probably good is that you get a lot of exposure on different things in exercising. And
Like,
stuff.
for example, other women seeing other women working out and, entering this industry makes it less daunting for them to try it out themselves.
Motivates, it could inspire. And then also to what you're saying, knowing that there's always a camera there, people get really annoyed too.
Oh yeah,
Like when they're filming and they could see themselves in
Right.
the frame.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
they want to enjoy their workout without having to be worried to be
Yeah.
on film.
yeah. 'Cause my wife is gonna take up Pilates. I gotta get that right. Man.
Yeah. For real.
You got it.
You've been talking about it for a whole hour now.
It's been roughly almost an hour again. Like, oh yeah, she's on that Pilates.
Pilates.
That shows I don't know. I didn't know anything about it until we did it. And I'm still pronouncing it wrong right now, but. I really don't care.
We know what you're talking about.
Nice.
I know what I'm talking about.
We
so
got you.
It doesn't matter to me, reformist or whatever, but
Did I say reform?
That shit broke me out.
Reformist? I don't know. It doesn't care. So.
Oh my god.
now my wife she's looking at it, she's taking it and has told me it's really hard. And so she's looking at it along with her sister, giving her advice. And I'll be probably happy if she does do that.
That's something you guys could do together. We have lots of couples.
No,
Yeah.
that's not going to
I'm
happen.
trying to get you in there. Can you tell?
Well, we'll get you. We'll be in there for bar for sure.
Well,
We'll
know what?
schedule that
bar class,
out.
I gotta try that out
Yeah.
because that looks like it would. I'm always down for a class to kick my butt and
Yeah.
Oh, that bar's a different beast.
really.
I think it's the meanest thing.
No way.
Just the way your legs
is it
shake.
harder
I'm
than
excited. I'm excited.
Is it
Say it. Say Pilates.
Pilates?
There you go.
Is it harder than?
Yeah.
It's harder.
I think it's harder.
Is
Bar
it?
is harder.
I
really.
think so. Just
Okay.
Could we get
the
hurt?
shake. It's just the mind. The mind's telling you to quit.
Mm.
And you're just like, no, I got to stay in this.
Could we get hurt?
You can't
Honestly,
fall.
be honest
You
with
can't fall. So I think that you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Might
You're
be
just
the
at
first
the
person-
bar.
Could you
Might
grab
be the first person to
bar?
fall.
Yeah.
Actually, I take it back.
It'd
I
be
did
like
have a
gripping
guy
it.
fall on one time at the bar.
Yeah.
Because his legs were shaking so bad they gave out.
I see.
And he fell. He never came back.
Okay.
I shouldn't have
Noted.
said that before you.
Noted. Yeah.
So bar is harder. You think?
I think, it's just more of a mind challenge.
Is it just because you're standing the entire time? Almost like you're standing? You're never on the
Standing,
ground?
but it's like these tiny little weights.
Yeah.
It's the isometric holds.
Right.
It's just
Standing
the
on one
repetitive
leg.
movement over and over.
Okay.
Is it the same duration as a Pilates class, or is it? Oh, it is. Damn. I was like, is it half an hour?
And it's just legs, legs, legs.
Ooh.
See, I'm glad you
Okay.
told me a guy fell.
All right.
If you wouldn't have, if I fall, I would have told you, Carl, you lied to me.
Only his legs were going a mile a minute.
Yeah.
I said, like, embrace the shake.
Violently.
And he was trying to embrace the shake, poor thing. And then he just finally collapsed.
Wow.
Okay.
So I'm glad you told me.
It's a warning.
How the hell? Okay, see, now you got us curious because bar is definitely something I've never really been too familiar with at all. At least hot yoga, I feel like I can, Pilates, Zumba, Pilates, and pop Pilates. I feel like those I have an idea. I have zero idea what I would be getting myself into bar class, even with what you described it right now. Because to me, I was like, you said ballet and dancing.
Yeah, ballet inspired movements.
Man, Mike, we got to
Not good.
But I'm sure it'll help with your mind to muscle connection.
It's not good.
Fun fact, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he used to do ballet.
No way.
Yeah. Or was it bar? How long has bar been around?
Has bar been around a while too?
Ooh, let's see.
I just remember seeing Pumping Iron, and there was a scene where he was like lifting his leg up and like working on his flexibility.
That's
like a ballet class. I'm pretty sure it was a ballet class. And
So it's been
like
around
he's
a while
and he's
then.
like a high level bodybuilder, So
I know football players, Mike, they do practice ballet.
Oh, I
especially-
know.
Yeah,
They do.
because
They
need
do
the,
because
like,
it does build coordination,
and toe
and it does
coordination too, like-
give you good stretching mobility.
yeah,
So a lot of football athletes in general.
athletes
Yeah.
in general,
What
yeah.
you said earlier,
Exactly.
right, Carleen? I mean, even Pilates and bar, these are something that will help a lot of athletes.
Yes. Ronaldo does Pilates since we're in World Cup.
Oh, the guy from Portugal? Mm-hmm. That guy?
That guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
Ain't Messi, though. So I was about
Oh,
to say.
no. You're a Messi fan.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
no.
Oh, don't tell me you're not. Carly,
No.
Good thing we're wrapping up. Good thing we're coming to the end of that. All was well until now. So.
Let's end it now.
See, look,
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is Arnold.
yeah,
See, just like that.
just doing stuff like that.
Like that.
You'd be in that position. You'd be holding that. You'd be pulsing. You'd be going up an inch, down an inch. You'd be like pressing your knees back. So you
Yeah.
would be there for a little while.
Are you doing sumo deadlifts or are you doing conventional right now?
I've always done conventional.
Conventional? Okay. I was about to say, because I feel like that would help out your sumos
Opening up his hips.
drastically.
Yeah,
And guys need that.
Yeah.
Guys need that hip opening.
yeah. All right, we'll schedule it.
Okay.
Yes.
I might
Ready for you.
surprise you and do it continuously.
Yes.
Hell yeah,
Especially
let's go.
if you're struggling with balance,
Yeah.
you will notice such a huge improvement.
I don't be surprised.
See?
Just
Just come to Pilates and then go get your buff and shine.
I won't
right
do
after.
Pilates,
Do Pilates.
but I'll do bars.
I'll do Pilates.
You'll
try
do the
bar.
bar. Okay.
Okay.
You'll try bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try bars.
All right.
Pilates, I might get hurt. That's the thing about it. Your balance. Maybe if I got better in bars and then went to some, it might work better.
Bar, not bars.
Bars. And gone that it might be better.
The missing
how
the
you
missing
add the-
S
how you add the
the
S?
missing S in
The missing S in
Pilates.
Pilates
He
goes
brought
to
it to bar.
Jeez.
Go up bar and then Pilates.
Michael Jeff.
Anyways, where can we find you? Social medias, locations. Anyone that wants to work with you.
This time to promote yourself.
Yes.
On Instagram, inhale, paleo, exhale.
Okay.
And then I'm at 24 Hour Fitness in Fountain Valley, and then also New Mix Studios for Reformer Pilates
Nice.
and for that bar.
And that's where we took the class. We
Yes.
want to say thank you for teaching us a great class. Thank
That
you
was
for
my favorite class I've ever taught.
And so I was like,
Thank you for helping my pronunciation on.
That's what I'm here for.
and thank you for being here, Carleen.
Of course,
So it was
it was
a
Yes.
pleasure.
Yes.
So you guys like, comment, subscribe, follow her, take a class with her. She's a great instructor. She helped us out. And not just that, Michael learned how to say Pilates properly today. So we'll catch you on the next episode. I'm Coach Cisco.
Coach Michael.
Coach Kael.
Carly.
Till the next one.
Yeah.